Well, I don't know how to start this. Okay. Hey cuties! So today I'm going to be talking about something that's very close to me and very personal. It's kind of a bit touchy to talk about. My skin and everything is my biggest insecurity, hands down, always has been for as long as I can remember. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I know how much it's affected me growing up and still does to this day. And if there's any chance that this helps even literally just one person, then it's worth it for me to make, because I want to be real with you guys and everything. I never really plan out these talking videos. I just kind of put my camera in front of me and just end up like speaking my mind, and like everything just kind of like floods out into a rant. So I'm going to try keeping this as organized as I can without really jumbling from like idea to idea. But anyway, the reason I got the idea to make this video where I kind of just sit down and talk about how I've been kind of like managing with my skin problems, and also what I've been doing that's kind of really helped me see a difference in my skin and how I've been trying to clear it up. I got a comment or something, it's like, your skin looks amazing, and then I got a really sweet message from this nice girl, and she's like, I'm not even trying to offend you or anything, but I noticed in your older videos I can see that you have some skin problems very similar to mine, and in your recent video your skin looks really clear, and I've been struggling with acne as well. You seem so confident and positive. I was wondering if you could make a video kind of talking about how you cleared it up and how you're so confident even with your insecurities. So I thought that was a really good idea, because acne is something that, like I said, I've been insecure about for literally as long as I can remember. When did it start? God, I literally got my acne like in elementary school, like grade 7 or 8 is when it slowly started. And at that point it wasn't bad, it's just kind of expected, like hitting puberty and everything. Both me and my sister got it, and for us it's strictly genetic reasons. Both my parents had acne growing up as teenagers, and of course that passed down to us. When I was young, my acne wasn't that bad, because of course it's just kind of like little pimples here and there and everything. But my biggest problem, which is the number one thing to avoid right off the bat, is that I was so young and kind of naive, and I didn't really know how to treat it. So I was a picker. I would do everything to like get them off my face. I was so stressed about it, made me so upset. And all through like my early years of high school, I would just like pick and pick and pick at my face, trying to do anything to heal it. And because of that reason, now my biggest problem is acne scars more than acne itself. So I know it doesn't really look like I have bad skin and everything, but honestly, every single day of my life throughout like all of high school and everything, I pretty much rely on foundation. I cake it on my face. For me, foundation, it's kind of like an insecurity shield, if that makes sense. I know I kind of worded that funny, but it's just something that makes me feel comfortable with my skin. I've had some times in my life where I literally felt depressed, and I felt so inferior to other people simply because of my skin, you know. I know it like seems silly if you don't have acne and if you're listening to someone say how much bad skin affects them, but unless you're put in that position, then you really don't understand, and you really can't see that perspective, because you know, it's your face. Your face is such a big part of who you are, and you use it to interact with people every day. You're the one who walks by the mirror every day and looks in the mirror, and like if you're not content with your face and what your skin looks like, then it just really has a way to bring you down. Because I remember growing up, I never really had a problem with like my features and everything. Like I've always been pretty confident in that sense. Like I was never so hard on myself, but just my skin just kind of like made me take my focus off of everything I liked about myself, and just made me feel so ugly, worthless. Like I just felt so below other people, and it's a really hard thing to go through. So pretty much I tried everything you can think about growing up all through high school. I did Proactive, I did like Neutrogena, I did literally everything, and I know for some people it really does help them, but for me, I literally could not find one thing that worked for my skin. I just couldn't. Nothing worked, and my skin always had bad reactions to it and stuff. One thing that did work on my skin was over-the-counter medication, not Accutane or anything. I've never been on anything that strong, but I remember when I was in high school, I like went to my family doctor. I had to get a prescription medication for my skin, and also like a morning and night cream, and I did that twice, and it really helped clean my skin from the inside out, and it really like healed everything. But of course when I got off that, it stopped. So like I said, my biggest problems was still the scars. Even though the acne itself is leaving, I had scars everywhere. But I'm like big on saving money and everything, and I've tried everything I can. I've tried like home remedies and everything to try healing my acne scars. But I kind of got to the point where I was getting so depressed with my skin that I was kind of willing to take it the next level, And the reason I'm telling you guys this isn't because I want you guys to go and feel like you have to spend a lot of money, but if any one of you watching this has gone to the point where you feel so upset over your skin and like you just don't know what to do anymore, what I did, I started going to facials, and I've seen my skin clear up tremendously. So that is a pricey option. I know that's not what a lot of people want to hear, because like depending on what you get, you can literally spend anywhere from like $50 to $150. But I remember I just wanted to give it a shot. I was so upset with all my scarring and everything that I went in and I got what was it that I got? What I like to do is a combination of acid peel and microdermabrasion. So I remember I got an acid peel, and what it does, they put this formula on your face. It just eats the bacteria away from your skin and kind of cleanses it from the inside out, and your skin feels so fresh and everything after. And treatments like that you can't really get simply by using a product. Like, it's a sad reality, but you do have to invest a little money in it. But I remember even after my first facial ever in my life, I went home and so many of my big scars were gone. It just completely like cleansed the top layer of my skin, and then obviously you have to let your skin heal. So then 3 to 4 weeks you go back, and what I did, I alternate, and I got the microdermabrasion, which you've probably heard of because it's kind of one of the more popular options, but it's kind of like this little thing. I'm so bad at explaining this. You can look it up and you would find it much more useful than how I'm explaining it, but it kind of shoots like little micro beads into your skin. It kind of like helps resurface the fresh skin. Like I said, facials can range anywhere from like $50 to $100, $150. What I did, I kind of looked in my local area, and I kind of looked for a salon that I felt really comfortable with. I believe it's local, so I don't think it'd be where most people watching this are, because I live in Ontario, Canada. But I go to a salon called Carol Baker Visage, and they kind of do like eyebrow waxing and all that kind of beauty stuff, anything along those lines really. That's what the company's for. They kind of have a lot of deals and promotions that kind of works out in your favor and really benefits you in the long run if you kind of expect to go regularly. So my skin has healed up tremendously since my very first video. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to tell when I have foundation on. So if you guys would be interested in an upcoming video, I could do my makeup routine or something, and then I can show you guys my bare face so you guys can actually see what it looks like, because that made me so happy when like I got like a message and a comment and everything. It's like, wow, your skin looks great. And like when someone noticed that it's actually been recovering and everything, that really made me happy. But at the same time, I'm like, I wish you could still see that it's really not that great. I don't want anyone to feel envious of my skin at all, because it's really not what you think, and it is something I'm really insecure about. Even talking about this makes me feel kind of uneasy. Like I said, I do want to help people, and I'm kind of happy to say that I'm at the point where I am getting more comfortable talking about it. Obviously, a year ago, you would not find me making this video. I just would refuse to do it. I was just kind of like an insecure young 18-year-old, and I would just cake on my makeup every day and just do the best I can to hope no one really like stared at my face or anything too long. But I'm at the point where I'm pretty comfortable with it. And that's why I want to tell you guys that facials really do help. And if you're kind of trying to look to heal specifically acne scars, I would recommend what I do. So the acid peel, it kind of focuses on when you have active acne. So when I get breakouts, I'll get that over the microdermabrasion, because the micro can hurt, which really helps clear up your skin, and it kind of slowly clears it up for the next couple of weeks while your skin recovers. And then I'll go in and get the microdermabrasion. And I do not go regularly by all means. I literally have not gone to facial in months because I do not have that kind of money to invest. But I definitely think your appearance is one of the best things you can invest in, to be honest. And I know that sounds so kind of superficial, but I mean it in a completely opposite way than how it sounds. I mean for the sake of feeling confident with yourself and feeling more you, because I love makeup and I love things that kind of like enhance your personal beauty, if that makes sense. I love them because they just make you feel more confident about yourself. That's why I really do support those things. It really kind of bugs me when I see people like criticizing someone for doing a certain thing, or for example like wearing like a lot of foundation and it doesn't cover her face at all. When you see things like that like on the internet and stuff, that like really hurts me to the heart, because I know like I just hate when people diss people about things they can't control. Like, how does that make you feel better about yourself? That's probably one thing in this world that bugs me the most. Like when someone's like, oh, her eyes are slanted, her ears are so big, she has big earlobes, she's like her eyelashes are so small, blah blah blah. Like when I hear people like talk about other people in such a negative way like that, or if I see people criticize people on the internet about things they can't control, there's literally no point. If there's something that you find unattractive about someone else, do you think for 1 minute that they wouldn't have noticed it by themselves, and that they notice it every single day of their lives and it doesn't bug them to some extent too? Like, people, not everyone's perfect, and it just bugs me so much. I think everyone is beautiful and everyone deserves to feel beautiful. I know this rant is kind of like completely going off topic. Like I said, I'm gonna try not drifting off too far, but I kind of always do. I'm probably gonna make another video at some point for sure down the road involving skin and insecurity and everything, because I actually really like talking about videos like this, and based on the messages and comments I get, a lot of people seem to connect with what I say, which really makes me feel happy, because I really like sitting down and talking about things that I've been through to hopefully help other people with things that they're going through, to know that they're not alone and that there's always hope. Like I said, acne is a very serious thing for me to talk about, and people just don't really realize how much it affects someone and how much it can bring down your mood. And I know, like, right now people are like, oh, your skin's not even that bad and stuff, but like I said, I've probably invested hundreds of dollars in my whole teenage years, like, trying to become happy with who I am. And that's why a lot of the time now I get really, like, I'm really sensitive to stuff like that, like people criticizing other people based on things like that, and I've really grown stronger from it, because I don't let people get me down or like get to me as much as I used to, because like I said, I've been so insecure about my skin. I've been picked on for appearance and everything growing up, that it took me such a long time of being unhappy with myself and just hating my appearance to finally be happy with who I am and to like how I look like. And of course I have my days where I'm super insecure. If I was happy with my skin, I wouldn't even be wearing all this caked on foundation and bronzer, filming these videos and going outside in public. Like, I'm still at the point where I feel like I have to cake stuff on my face even if I'm going to a grocery store, just because I don't like people looking at all my scars and everything. But like I said, it's a work in progress for you and me with all insecurities. It's just something you have to learn to accept and love about yourself, which I've been trying to do, and it's been a long road, but I'm at a point where I'm pretty happy with myself, or definitely the happiest I've been with my appearance, that is. So that's something that makes me feel really happy personally, and I hope you guys will get to that point too. Just know that if you're not happy with how you look now, or if you have little insecurities, just please try focusing on all the good things you love about yourself and all the qualities that make you who you are, that make you such an amazing person, and just try finding it in yourself to love yourself, and eventually it will come and it'll be the best feeling ever. By no means do I have perfect skin at all. Thank you so much if you comment that or message that to me. It makes me so happy. But when I was young, I remember I had acne so bad. I literally had it like the top of my arms. Like, I would never wear t-shirts even in gym class or something. I would always buy like the kind of shirts that go up to here, even in like the middle of summer, like 30 degrees. I was so insecure. Like, I had it all over my chest and all over my back, and it was just so bad at one point. And things like that do get better with time. So many little things that you'll kind of pick up on as you grow older, like eating healthy, keeping yourself hydrated, staying active, all these little things to kind of keep your mind and just general well-being and body healthy and happy will really help cleanse your body and kind of like cleanse your mind, and it'll really reflect in your skin and everything. So just taking care of yourself is obviously the most important advice I can give you. But in terms of healing things like acne scars, yeah, facials is my biggest recommendation. Just look around your local area and see if you can find any cheap deals or anything. Even try out one, because like I said, I saw amazing results after my first one. And if it's worth it to you, then, you know, you can slowly make a habit out of it. And anyway, this video is kind of more of trying to make you guys feel happy with yourself than how I healed my acne. At the end of the day, whether you have clear skin or not, it's all gonna come down to how you face your insecurities. You could have the nicest skin ever, the worst skin ever, but it's kind of your mindset you have about it. If you only take one thing from this whole video, just disregard everything I say and just let it be that you have to find in yourself to love yourself, because who cares if you have pimples on your face? That does not define who you are by any means whatsoever. You are a beautiful individual, and you have so many great, talented things about you, so many unique traits that people admire about you. So please try to remember that. And if you like videos like this where I kind of just talk about random crap and I'm kind of all over the place, then let me know, or please feel free to message or comment if there's anything else you want to talk about or anything you guys want to see in general. Bye guys, I love you.